Hello everyone. I've been working on this journal for a little while now, and I've been going back to it and adding things and changing things until I finally decided today that that's it, it's finished. So it's a prayer journal. I've been looking at some videos on YouTube of people's prayer journals, and I thought I'd like one of those, so this is my prayer journal. I'll go ahead and show you. The cover, I wanted it to be a pretty book, and I wanted it to be a chunky book. Well, it's ended up chunky. I mean, I haven't added anything to it yet, so it's going to be a fat little book. It's 6 inches by 8.5 inches, and I wanted the cover to be soft and have a rounded spine on it. But we always learn from our mistakes, and I've learnt from this one. I have found that having a rounded spine doesn't really work well with the method of binding that I have used, which is, I think, maybe called the easy binding or something. I'm not really sure, but it's just where you tie the signatures in with, in this case, embroidery floss, embroidery cotton. I've got 3 signatures going on here, but because the spine is not, like a normal book where it's, excuse me, angled, the signatures don't sit very well in it because I've only got one hole. If I'd made the spine like a normal book and put 3 lots of holes for the 3 signatures, I think it would have sat better, but for some reason I wanted it to be rounded and I wanted it to be soft, so I've achieved that anyway. But as for the binding method, the signatures do seem to flop about a bit inside it, so as I say, we learn from our mistakes. I wanted to use my lace collage cover, and that proved to be not difficult, but I had to learn how I was going to do that, because usually when I've made a collage cover, it's been a slip cover that's sort of been removable, but this time I didn't want it to be removable, so I've had to work my way through that one. Anyway, I'll go ahead and show you. I use that beautiful, I've always loved that little image there of the little girl with the bird. It's just such a sweet, gentle little image, and I used that on the cover, and the rest of it is just the usual lace collage as I've shown you how to do. And I've put these words on the cover here: be still and know that I am God. I've tied my book with some seam binding that I've coloured and just added some beads, and on the spine here I've put some lace down, and I've just tied some lace that I've cut off a little tablecloth that I had, and here on these ties, I didn't want them all to be one length and just cut straight across. I've cut them at different lengths, and I've added couple of charms. This beautiful feather that I think Angie Bell, my fairy treasures, sent me, a wing, and some beads, just little heart beads. And there's just 3 little buttons there. Inside the book, as I said, I wanted it to be pretty, and I used a kit from Meg's Garden called Forgotten Meadows, and that was going to be the basis of the book. Well, I guess it really is, but I've added a lot of other things to it as I went along. I added pieces from other kits that I had, digital kits. Yes, this piece here I put together first. I didn't show you the back either. I've just put some corner pieces on that. And then I stitched it onto a piece of card. What did I do? I've forgotten what I did anyway, but it is stitched on. There's more than one piece of card there. There's a sturdy card, and then there's other card over top of it, and then an extra spine, so that's all stitched together onto this lace collage. I've made a pocket here which is a gusseted pocket to put things in. I've just got a couple of tags in there at the moment. This is very pretty paper from Meg's Garden. It's very soft and gentle, and I love the name Forgotten Meadows. It just such a gentle name for a paper collection. But see what I mean about them being floppy? They're not firmly... Anyway, as I say, we learn. So I'll show you through the book. When I printed the pages double-sided, I have an issue sometimes with them not lining up perfectly. So when that's happened, as in this case here, I've just run a strip of washi tape down the side, or on some pages just inked the white space that hasn't lined up. I've done a lot of stamping. I've distressed the pages and inked them. This here is a rub-on. I had a lot of these rub-ons that I haven't used, so I thought they looked very pretty with the paper, so I used some of those. This one here is from Dreams, etc. It's another digital download that I've purchased, and that is a file folder, but the other side of it goes on the other side of the signature. Stamping. It's a washi. These are with the Meg's Garden kit. And this paper's with the kit. This paper's not. This paper's not. This is from my friend Angie Bell, My Fairy Treasures. At Christmas time she sent me a lovely pack of her coffee stained ephemera, and that was among the pieces, and I like that. So thank you, Angie. I've used quite a bit of your ephemera in my book, and this one here these are cut out from the Meg's Garden Forgotten Meadows kit, and I've just made a tuck spot with those there. Lots and lots of tags and things throughout the book. These are from Dreams, etc. These tags, they don't really do anything, they're just there to look pretty. I've stamped on that. Seed packets, these are downloaded from Pinterest, I think, and just tags. Lots of little things, lace and ribbons attached. I've done some stitching, and I like the rawness of the stitching showing on the pages. I've stitched that tag on, but I like the look of that on the other side. This one is from Angie. Thank you, Angie. I love this. I love the colours in it, and I think the combination of the pretty and the rustic look go well together. I like that too. there's 2 pockets in that here, and I've just got some things poked in there. That was just a piece of paper I was stamping on before I stamped in my book, just to see what the stamps were going to come out like, and I thought that's quite cool, so I kept it. Little mini file folder, and that's attached with staples and then some washi over it. That's another of those rub-ons. This is another, the other side of that file folder, and I stitched, I think that was from Angie as well, and I stitched that on there to make a pocket. Seed packets, some hand-dyed seam binding that I've done. Just a little crochet doily. Another of those little tiny file folders. Vellum backed with lace. Doily, coffee dyed, and I went over it with that Liquitex something or other. More vellum. This was from the Forgotten Meadows kit, and I've just added its lace off the edge of that tablecloth that I've cut up. More pretty tags and ephemera. A glassine bag, some seed packets just to coordinate the colours, and I love that you can see that through there. More tags from the kit and more seed packets. Little heart paper clip, washi. This is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden, and that's a free download. This was from Angie. Thank you, Angie. I've used that pocket there, added a tag to that. In this big paper clip I've alcohol inked to take away the silver shininess from it. Lots of pages. It's the end of the second signature, and this is the last signature. Did I have 4 signatures? I did, I had 4. I thought I only had 3. This is some vellum here that I've stitched on to make a pocket, and these are tags from the kit, and I've just attached 3 together and added an angel charm. More vellum. Angie sent me that in her package, and I like that, so I've backed it with lace and then onto this piece of edge punched card. Added some coordinating tags. More tags from Forgotten Meadows, and this one flips out. That didn't work very successfully. After I had put that Liquitex on there, I tried stamping over it and it didn't work marvellously, but I left it anyway. Thank you, Kerry. Sorry, I hope I have been videoing. I just heard my camera click then. Kerry sent me this little tiny paper bag here, and it went well with the colours, so I've added that. And a seed packet. More of that rub on. It's so pretty. Other side of the vellum. The other side of the vellum pocket. I like this page. It's got, this is a cutout from the Meg's Garden kit, and that as well, and I've just made 2 pockets there and tucked in some coordinating cards, and that seam binding goes so well with the colours. Made a band here, stamped on it, and I love this little quote or verse, so I've tucked that in there. More things, they've tucked under there. More tags. This is a envelope from Dreams Etc. Nothing in it yet. Vellum. That vellum was out of a book. My daughter gave me a book just to use to cut up, and it had vellum pages in it that were really nice. They sort of got colours through them. And that's another one of Angie's lovely coffee dyed ephemera. And I've got some, added that card to it. That one Angie sent me as well. And on the back she has some stamping. So I've left that to flip out so you can see it. I made this little envelope with some music paper. I made a lace pocket here and just added some bits and pieces. That was a paper napkin that I'd done once, and I just cut it into a file folder. That's where the paper hadn't printed to the edges, so I've just put washi over it. That didn't bother me. That's another part of that paper napkin that I had collaged once, and I've made it into a little pocket there. Sewn that on, and then they just tuck in behind. It's another piece from Angie's collection. And the back I've made another of those gusseted pockets, and in there I've got an envelope with a little pack of paper. This was from a journal that I had, and I've cut it into small pieces and inked them up, and they've all got lovely Bible verses and things on them. Just lovely little messages, so I'll use those to write on. and I've just attached the tie at the back with an alcohol inked clip, and that just wraps around a couple of times like that and ties. So that's it. Thank you very much for taking time out to watch, and for subscribing to my channel, and for all the lovely comments you leave me, and I'll see you again. Bye.